Good morning, sir.
Anju, good morning. So, any doubts? What we have covered till date? Chirag,
यस सर।
any doubts, Chirag?
नो सर सर ट्यूट में डिस्कस करेंगे ना।
हाँ, ट्यूट में डिस्कस कर लेंगे, पहले थोड़ा सा थ्योरी करके देन वी विल डिस्कस ट्यूट।
ओके सर।
So, should we start now?
Yes, sir.
So, we were doing approximate solution to Navier-Stokes equation. And we noted that there were many approximations to the full Navier-Stokes equation. And one of them was creeping flow. The other was hydrostatic. What else? Inviscid. Fourth, what else?
रोटेशनल।
Irrotational. There could also be one more, which is also called boundary layer approximation, that we will study in detail in an entire chapter. So these are certain approximations, and you could also devise certain other approximations also, depending on which terms you are neglecting and which terms you are considering to be significant. So we noted that in case of inviscid and irrotational flows, these were closely related to each other, and we discussed certain situations in which, even though the fluid may be inviscid, but the flow may be rotational, and vice versa also. So we noted that magnetic field, what is magnetic field? Is surface force or body force? Surface force or body force? Magnetic field.
बॉडी फोर्स।
It is body force. Now, what is the difference between gravitational force and body force. And say magnetic body force. I should say here instead of body force. So this is magnetic force. Both of them are body forces. What is the difference?
ग्रेविटेशनल फोर्स और सेंटर ऑफ मास से पास करता है.
This passes through center of
मास.
mass. What about this?
सर ये एवरी पार्टिकल्स अगर बॉडी के हर एक पार्टिकल्स को लगता है तो ये मतलब थ्रू द बॉडी पास करता है.
ये जैसे अगर ये फ्लूइड एलिमेंट है तो आप ये कह रहे हैं सेंटर ऑफ ग्रेविटी पे यहाँ पे लगेगा, सेंटर ऑफ मास पे.
यस.
What about this case? If this is the center of gravity, the net magnetic field will pass through this point or not? Will pass through this point or not? It can be any direction. Will it pass through this or not? Anyone?
मैग्नेटिक फील्ड में तो पोलर होगा, वो डायरेक्शन पे डिपेंड करेगा, नॉर्थ एंड साउथ पोल.
So this is a north pole, south pole. You have magnetic field lines like this. This is some element, say ferrofluid, in this magnetic field. So what do you think? Magnetic field, will it act at the center of this fluid element or it can act at any point? The resultant magnetic field.
सर रिजल्टेंट तो सेंटर में होना चाहिए.
So big,
Yes, sir.
what do you think?
क्वेश्चन दोबारा बोल दीजिए.
My question is, gravitational pull is acting at the center of mass or center of gravity of the fluid element. This is a body force. Body force acts on each and every part of the body, but we could equate this equal to a resultant force acting at the center. Can you do the same stuff for magnetic field? Magnetic field is also acting at all the points. So this should be equal to what? Can you write it like this? Say magnetic field I write down like this. Can
डिपेंड
you write
करता है कि
down like
मैग्नेटिक फील्ड.
this is my question.
सर जो मैग्नेटिक फील्ड होगा वो प्रोड्यूस्ड ही होगा सर उसी से चार्ज्ड पार्टिकल से.
हाँ,
और सर जैसे
ऐसे नहीं.
चार्ज्ड पार्टिकल होंगे तो उसमें सर वेलोसिटी एंड मास चाहिए उसको कि किस डायरेक्शन में है.
ठीक है.
तो सर उसी से मैग्नेटिक का पता चलेगा कि किस साइड लग रहा है.
But magnetic field, if say a particle is in magnetic field, it is nothing to do with mass as such. It is to do with
The charge.
charge. The fluid element could be like this, that charge is somewhere higher here and very sparse here. So where will be the magnetic field centered at? Around this region? Resultant
Yes,
magnetic force?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
yes.
So what does that mean? It is not mandatory that it is acting at the
Center.
Center.
center. And that is the reason why magnetic field has a tendency to rotate the fluid element, because it is not passing through the
Center.
center.
Sir,
Whereas in
लेकिन-
case of gravitational pull, what is happening? It is acting at the
Center.
center. It cannot cause any net couple or movement. This magnetic, body force. So gravitational body force does not produce any kind of movement, whereas magnetic force can produce actually a couple. So
सर
please, हाँ जी बताइए.
सर लेकिन आप ये जो कह रहे हैं कि चार्जेस की इंटेंसिटी जहाँ ज़्यादा होगी वहाँ कपल हो सकता है, बट ऐसा भी तो हो सकता है ना कि एक बॉल में सैंड में फिलअप कर दूँ, वहाँ भी तो सेंटर ऑफ ग्रेविटी मूव करती है. सेंटर ऑफ ग्रेविटी भी तो मूव कर सकती है ना, तो वहां भी तो एक कपल हो सकता
आप
है।
किसमें सैंड पुट कर दें?
एक बॉल में सैंड भर दूं और उसके बाद सर नीचे होल कर दूं, तो वहां भी तो सेंटर ऑफ ग्रेविटी स्लाइटली शिफ्ट करेगी ना टुवर्ड्स द जहां
Okay.
मास ज्यादा।
Okay. So that is the case of a composite system. You are saying कि अगर ऐसे भी करूं मैं, मान लीजिए कि say this is a ball and say I fill this ball with some say water only or something
Yes.
like this, and this is in a container. So as the ball moves in this fluid, or as the ball moves in this fluid, it can so happen that the fluid in this is not at the center of gravity. That is
वही
your concern.
यस सर।
So that is the case. In that case, this will actually develop a torque. But what will happen? This will tend to bring it back to the
हाँ वो तो इक्विलिब्रियम की वजह से
equilibrium position.
हाँ
So that is one case in which, but gravitational pull whatsoever is there, gravitational pull, मान लीजिए सैंड यहां तक था, आप ये कह रहे हैं, मान लीजिए पहले सैंड यहां पे था, पूरा फील्ड था, तो सेंटर ऑफ ग्रेविटी यहां था, ठीक है। सैंड आप मान लीजिए हाफ रह गया, यहां तक रह गया सिर्फ, तो सेंटर ऑफ ग्रेविटी मान लो यहां पे आ गया,
यस सर।
ठीक है। अब भी ग्रेविटेशनल पुल कहां पे लग रहा होगा?
यही लग रहा होगा,
यही लग रहा होगा, अब भी, पहले भी यही लग रहा है, तो ये तो सेंटर ऑफ ग्रेविटी पे लगना है।
यस सर।
उसकी लोकेशन चाहे चेंज हो जाए,
हाँ
आप समझ रहे हो, किसी भी बॉडी को अगर आपको कपल देना है, ठीक है ना, या आपको टॉर्क देना है, तो उस पर क्या डिपेंड करेगा?
टू अपोजिट फोर्सेस।
कि अगर ये जैसे ये सेंटर ऑफ ग्रेविटी, अगर मैं यहां पे फोर्स लगाऊं तभी कपल आएगा ना।
यस सर।
अगर मैं यहीं पे फोर्स लगाई जाऊं, चाहे वो सेंटर ऑफ ग्रेविटी यहां था, मान लो यहां पे सेंटर ऑफ ग्रेविटी आ गया, अगर मैं यहां पे लगा रहा हूं तब भी कौन सा कपल हो जाएगा या मूवमेंट हो जाएगा?
हाँ सेंटर ऑफ ग्रेविटी से पास।
हाँ जी, क्लियर है? हाँ जी, क्लियर?
हाँ यस सर।
So please remember, gravitational force is a very special kind of body force in which the resultant force could be thought of as passing through its center of mass or center of gravity. Is that clear?
Yes sir.
And magnetic force and another force that is called Coriolis force. So these are certain forces which do not act at the center, and that's why they are potentially responsible for causing rotation or vorticity. That is, vorticity will be non-zero under the action of these kind of forces, but it is bound to be zero under the action of body forces. So body force will not tend to rotate the object. But there is a very subtle example. If you see, say you had something like this, say there was one, say there was water here and there was, say, oil here up till this. You tilt this glass a little bit, what will happen to this interface? This interface. So if you tilt this glass in this fashion, what will happen to the interface? This will become somewhat like this. And this
Yes.
will be water and this will be oil. Now if you bring it back to its original location, say this location, will this interface come back here or there will be some disturbance?
Disturbance होगी.
What will happen? But ultimately it will regain its original equilibrium position.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now consider second case. So I have a partition here, and there was a water and there was oil. I remove this partition very slowly. I'm removing this partition slowly. I'm moving it up. What will happen to the two liquids here?
So water नीचे आ जाएगा, oil ऊपर चला.
So there will be kind of what? So oil will tend, so this some water here will tend to occupy what? This location, and this will push oil up. So there will be what? A kind of circulation. So there will be circulation. So these are also certain instances when the pressure force can actually cause rotation. This condition is called barotropic condition, and this condition is called baroclinic condition. Barotropic and baroclinic. So barotropic means when pressure lines, constant pressure lines and constant density lines. Now think about it. In first case, what are the constant pressure lines here? What are the constant pressure lines in this case? Where is pressure constant in case of this first configuration? If I ask you to draw isobaric line, that is a line connecting equal pressures, how will you draw this line? This will be vertical line, this will be horizontal line, this will be an inclined line in this case.
Horizontal, sir.
Horizontal line, sir.
Horizontal line?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
This is, pressure is same. Pressure is same here along this line, pressure is same along this line. What about density? What about density? If oil is here, density along this direction is also same, density along this direction is also same. But if I'm considering the entire object, then this represents a constant pressure lines, then this only represents constant density lines. So when constant pressure and constant density lines are parallel to each other, that condition is called barotropic. And this helps you to actually avoid circulation. That is, when you make a disturbance here by tilting this glass, the restoring torque will tend to bring it back. So there will be a restoring torque. And this restoring torque will help us to again retain its non-zero vorticity value. But what happens in the other case? So this was the second case in which this was a partition and say water was in this region and say oil was on this region. So what happens here? So this is water, this is oil. So what are the iso? Can you specify what are isobaric lines here in this case? What are isobaric lines here?
Horizontal, sir.
Horizontal. So you can mark horizontal line here and you can mark horizontal line here. Will the pressure, say at A location, will the pressure at A, B, so I mark this like this, wait for a second. So my question is, will the pressure at A equal pressure at B?
No, sir.
No, sir.
It will not be equal.
तो डेंसिटी अलग अलग होगी.
Density alag alag hai.
Yes, sir.
So what does that tell you? That this isobaric line could only be horizontal only in this domain and
Yes, sir.
separately in this domain. What about density?
सर ये जो हॉरिजॉन्टल लाइन है ऊपर नीचे हो सकती है ना सर, ए और बी में, जैसे ए में ऊपर होगी और बी में थोड़ी नीचे होगी.
हाँ तो वो आ सकते हैं, लेकिन then what you can see is, say if this is density of water, this is density of oil, you know the density of water is greater than density of oil.
Oil, sir.
So if say PA is say I write down PA as say 2 bars and this is at this location, then PB, if it is also at 2 bar, then this should be at some this location.
Yes, sir.
So that is for sure. And that's why you might have seen, if you see a manometer, you fill up with say water, what do you expect? The height in the two limbs should be same or different?
Different, sir.
Height in the two limbs, if you have filled a pipe, this is a barometer, sorry, a manometer, will this level be same or different? Everywhere there is water.
Same.
Same
Same.
आएगा सर, वाटर आएगा same.
If instead of one liquid, had I put it like this, I'm showing you the second example. So now let me know the levels should be same or they should be different. This should be same then, or they should be different.
Different, sir.
Different. So please remember, in a manometer, the same levels are achieved only when there is a single manometric fluid. If there are two manometric fluids with different densities, then you will have a difference like this. That is, one level will be like this, other level will be like this. So that is when you have two different manometric fluids in a given manometer. And that should be clear in your mind. This thing is only possible if you have a single manometer. And that's why you have also pointed out pressure along a given horizontal will not be same, because these are two different fluids. And what about densities? Densities will vary in this direction. So density are not now parallel to the isobaric lines. Although isobaric lines are also not universal here, because it is only in this region horizontal, this region horizontal. You cannot associate a single horizontal line for a given pressure. So isobaric lines are now like this. I am drawing them like this. So isobaric lines will be somewhat like this. Is that clear? So this orange line represents
Isobaric.
isobaric line, and there is a sudden jump here. What about density? What about density? How will the iso density line look like?
So ये horizontal होगी मगर different level पे सर.
तो इसमें भी इस तरह से एक तो horizontal हो जाएगी यहाँ पे. And then this is density here. Can you have same density here? No. Density will not be same. So you can only have constant densities independently. So when this kind of situation is there, that condition, no restoring torque is developed. Instead, a disturbing torque is developed which sets the fluid into rotation. And you clear it? So we have identified essentially three reasons for rotation. One was viscous forces. Second is non-conservative body forces. Example is magnetic force. And third one is baroclinic condition. Fourth one is also there. We will not study that. That is related to compressible flows, and that is your shock wave. So these are certain instances which renders the fluid to be rotational. Now quickly let me know, just to recapitulate, why and how viscous forces set the fluid element into rotation. Why?
shear stress, sir. Shear force.
Shear stress. So due to shear stress, what is there? Velocity differential.
Yes, sir.
And due to velocity differential, fluid element, different parts of different of a given fluid element are pushed or are at different velocities. So there is a rotation. Likewise, non-conservative body forces, they are not acting through the center of gravity, and that causes rotation. And the third one is baroclinic condition, in which the isobaric and isodensity lines, they are aligned in certain fashion that sets in the rotation motion. Any clear? Any doubts to anyone? Now we have been talking about vorticity. So how do you define vorticity? Vorticity is a vector. So what should I put here? Zeta x I, zeta y j plus zeta z k. So what is zeta x equal to? What is the x component of vorticity vector equal to? Pulkit.
डोंट रिमेम्बर सर,
हाँ जी,
पता नहीं सर.
I am giving you a hint. If you can find out, what should be here?
Sir, W
W,
and V.
V, a positive or a negative sign here?
Negative.
Negative, I will say.
Negative. What about this? U here,
W.
W here, minus sign here. Likewise, what should I write down here? X, Y, and here should be V,
V. U.
U. So can you relate something here? These are components of vorticity vector. Do they resemble something like your shear stress? What was shear stress? EXY. Shear strain rate, EXY.
Half.
What was EXY? What was EXY? What was shear strain rate EXY equal to?
Del V del X.
Del,
Del V del X.
del V del X,
Plus del U del
Plus
Y.
del V del Y.
del U del Y.
Half
Half there.
half का factor है.
Yes.
So there's a positive sign here, and similar kind of expression you are finding here also, but there's a negative sign here. Can you relate something? What is common and what is uncommon in these concepts? Why you have similar kind of expressions here?
सर नेगेटिव इसलिए है क्योंकि डायरेक्शन जो फोर्स लग रहा है वो उसे रोटेट नेगेटिव डायरेक्शन में कर रहा है, और इसलिए हम 1/2 आ जा रहा है क्योंकि वो रिजल्टेंट दोनों एक मॉलिक्यूल पे लगने वाले दो फोर्सेस का रिजल्टेंट 1/2 करके बैलेंस कर रहा है.
अच्छा, तो अब ये मुझे बात बताइए, मान लीजिए दिस वाज द फ्लूइड एलिमेंट ओरिजिनली, ठीक है. So I assume it has only undergone rotation. So this was A, B, CD, it has undergone only rotation, then what can you say about this? If it has undergone rotation,
हल्का सा रोटेट कर दीजिए सर, फोर्स लगा के शियर स्ट्रेस।
say this was say
यस सर।
so it has rotated by some angle.
अल्फा।
So say this is C dash, this is B dash, this is A dash. So how do you define angular velocity or vorticity of a fluid element?
एंगुलर
अगर आप मैं बोलूं सिंपल, मैं आपको पूछूं, या आपके पास कोई सर्कल है या फैन है, how will you define? This is a rigid body. How do you define omega?
चेंज इन अल्फा सर, डी अल्फा बाई डी टी।
Change in alpha.
एंगुलर डिस्प्लेसमेंट।
Angular displacement of what?
दिस रिजिड बॉडी सर।
Rigid body में कोई पार्ट लोगे आप?
नहीं, पार्ट नहीं लेंगे सर। ये तो रिजिड बॉडी है ना सर, तो ये तो रोटेट करेगा सेंटर।
अगर आपको, you have heard about tachometer?
यस सर।
Yes, sir.
So how do you actually, if you want to measure the RPM of this fan, how will you do it?
इस पे वो लाइट इम्बिडेंट कराते हैं सर इसको शायद।
तो अगर मैं मान लीजिए ऐसे कर दूं इसको, यहाँ पे एक पॉइंट ले लूं, ये मैंने क्रॉस लगा दिया इस फैन के ऊपर, तो मैं इस हॉरिजॉन्टल लाइन के एंगुलर डिस्प्लेसमेंट विद रिस्पेक्ट टू टाइम को देख सकता हूं,
यस।
या इसको भी देख सकता हूं, ये कहां जा रहा है। तो प्लीज रिमेंबर, इट इज अ डेफिनेशन ऑफ मेजरिंग एंगुलर वेलोसिटी, you take two perpendicular lines and then the angular velocity is the average of the angular velocity of these two perpendicular lines. Average of the two perpendicular lines angular velocity. And you know that if this is AB, this is CD, angular velocity of AB and CD will be same because this is a rigid body.
Yes, sir.
So half times omega AB plus omega CD, and this becomes equal to omega only because this omega AB is equal to omega CD, so it becomes say 2 omega by 2, so you get omega. So this is the way to define angular velocity. That is, you take 2 points, take a point, draw two mutually perpendicular lines, and then compute the angular velocity of these two perpendicular lines. That is the way you do it. Now in this case also, in case of fluid element, which two perpendicular lines you can take? You could take DC and DA. And DC has moved by what angle? Alpha. What about DA? This has rotated by which angle? Say beta. Now let me know, alpha will be equal to beta or alpha can be not equal to beta?
सर अल्फा बीटा बराबर होगा जब रोटेशन होगा सर।
अल्फा बीटा बराबर होंगे तो
जब रोटेशन होगा तब होगा सर बराबर।
सर रिजिड एज अ कंसीडर किए होंगे
रिजिड होगा तो इक्वल होगा सर।
ये तो सिर्फ किसके लिए पॉसिबल है? जब
रिजिड होगा सर।
रिजिड है। और ये कब होगा? जब एक जनरल केस है।
हाँ, जनरल केस।
ठीक है, तो हम क्या लिख सकते हैं? रेट ऑफ रोटेशन को हाफ टाइम्स अल्फा प्लस
बीटा।
बीटा। और अल्फा बीटा सेम है किस केस में? रिजिड बॉडी में, एंड दे मे बी डिफरेंट इन
डिफॉर्मेबल बॉडी सर।
in a deformable body like a fluid. So what is alpha? If you remember, This we have already computed. This was what? Curly u by
curly x
और curly u नहीं, it was curly
v कर दें सर,
v by
curly x
into
into dx
dx. Likewise, what was this? This was curly v by curly x into dx divided by this dx. So this was essentially curly v by curly x. What
Yes.
about beta? Curly u by
curly y.
curly y. Now try to see AB. If this is the case, this alpha becomes curly v by curly x. What about beta? What about beta? If you set in the coordinate system like this, so this is the x-axis, this is the y-axis. What will be this? This will be negative or positive? This will be negative or positive?
Negative होगा.
Negative. So I am considering here two cases. Be careful in this. In both the cases, it will come out to be negative. And that's why in rotation, we have a negative sign. Say this could be one case. This could be one case. So this was the x-axis. This was the y-axis. This was the original fluid element. And this is the deformed fluid element which has also rotated. This is one case. The second case could be like this. This is A, B, C, D. This is Y. This is X. Now the fluid element looks somewhat like this. So this is B dash, this is C dash, this is D dash. So what has happened is, when I compute this term, that is this alpha angle and this beta angle. This alpha angle, this beta angle. First of all, alpha is clockwise or counterclockwise in case 1? In case 1, alpha is clockwise or counterclockwise?
Counterclockwise.
Counterclockwise.
Counterclockwise. Beta is
Clockwise.
clockwise. What about here? Alpha is counterclockwise. Beta is
Counterclockwise.
counterclockwise. If we take counterclockwise as positive, then in this case what happens? You get curly u by what? Curly v by curly x minus curly u by curly y. Half. What about this case? Alpha is positive, beta is also positive, but what has happened? This has become what? Negative. So automatically again you will get curly v by curly x minus curly u by curly y. So this is universal whether you have this kind of configuration or this kind of configuration.
सर दोनों काउंटर क्लॉकवाइज हैं सर, पॉजिटिव
क्या कह रहे हो आप?
सर आपने तो काउंटर क्लॉकवाइज को पॉजिटिव लिया ना सर?
हाँ, काउंटर क्लॉकवाइज को पॉजिटिव लिया.
तो सर सेकंड में तो सर दोनों पॉजिटिव हैं, अल्फा और बीटा.
हाँ,
तो सर नेगेटिव अब कैसे हो आगे बीच में?
देखो अब मैं आपको पूछूं 30 डिग्री ऐसा रोटेट कर रहा है एक और एक 10 डिग्री ऐसा रोटेट कर रहा है, टोटल रोटेशन कितनी हुई? ऐसे 20 डिग्री.
यस सर.
ठीक है. अब इसमें था ये वाला केस जो आप देख रहे हो कि आपने 30 माइनस 10 करके 20 आ गया आपके पास.
यस सर.
ये क्लियर है?
यस सर.
अब इस केस में क्या हो रहा है? इसमें है ये क्लॉकवाइज ही, ये भी 30 है, ये भी 10 है. ठीक है, लेकिन अब प्रॉब्लम कहां पे आ रही है, जो आप ये एंगल निकाला है, ये एंगल किसके बराबर होगा, दिस बाय दिस,
यस सर,
एंड व्हाट इज दिस इन मैग्नीट्यूड, व्हाट इज दिस इन मैग्नीट्यूड, दिस इज नेगेटिव एक्स डायरेक्शन,
नेगेटिव एक्स डायरेक्शन,
ठीक है, so it will
ठीक है,
again get
नेगेटिव,
negative sign. So in textbooks this is missing because in certain textbooks they only show this case, in certain textbooks they only show this case, but you should remember both the case are general cases. In both the cases you will end up in this kind of configuration, that is curly v by curly x minus curly u by curly y. हाँ जी, क्लियर है, एनी डाउट्स?
सर जो आपने अभी बताया,
हाँ जी,
डाउट पूछा था करण ने कि अल्फा बीटा दोनों काउंटर क्लॉकवाइज होंगे,
हाँ,
तो ये सर मतलब क्वाड्रेंट का इशू है?
नहीं नहीं, अच्छा आप कह रहे हो काउंटर क्लॉकवाइज में पॉजिटिव होने का?
यस सर, जो नेगेटिव साइन है
हाँ
बीच में,
हाँ,
का,
वो सेकंड क्वाड्रेंट में एक्स नेगेटिव है ना, ये
यस
क्वाड्रेंट
सर,
ऐसा नहीं, मतलब ये कहो कि आप जो ये आपने एंगल निकाल के लाओगे, आप जो टेंजेंट थीटा लिखोगे वो ये लिखोगे,
यस सर,
ठीक है ना, तो ये किस जगह पे है, ये एक्स, ये ओरिजिन है
नेगेटिव
आपका,
एक्स
ये
एक्सिस,
पॉइंट, ये पॉजिटिव एक्स है, ये पॉजिटिव वाई है, तो इस डायरेक्शन में क्या हुआ, ये
नेगेटिव एक्स एक्सिस,
नेगेटिव, so that's why you have a negative even though both are counterclockwise direction.
ओके सर,
So this should be clear, and this is different from your rotation part, ठीक है, रोटेशन में आपके पास क्या होता है, पाई माइनस पाई बाय 2 माइनस चेंज इन एंगल, तो जब shear stress कैलकुलेट करते हो तो ओरिजिनल आपके पास एलिमेंट ऐसे था और फाइनल एलिमेंट मान लीजिए इस तरह से आ गया आपके पास, तो व्हाट डू यू कंप्यूट, if this is alpha, this is beta, then you
माइनस अल्फा प्लस बीटा,
calculate shear stress as the change in the angle between the two originally perpendicular lines, and that happens to be pi minus
अल्फा प्लस बीटा,
alpha plus beta, and in alpha plus beta you don't take into account the what, in this case what will happen, why there is no negative sign coming here, why no negative sign, because we are tracking change in angle. So this is the final angle, so this is theta, so this theta will always come by subtracting these absolute angles, that is magnitude, from pi by 2. Likewise, if you had shear deformation something like this, this was the original one, and say this was the final one, I'm drawing in similar fashion, then what will happen? Now how will you do it? How can you do it? In this case, I want angular deformation expression from your side. Angular deformation. How will you do it? Hanji. What will be this? What will be this term? Curly?
curly v by
V by x.
curly
Curly
x,
v by curly x. And what will be this? Dx.
dx,
So curly v by curly x dx divided by dx. So you have
curly v
alpha
by
as curly v by curly x. What about beta? What about beta?
curly u by curly y, sir,
curly u by curly y.
Curly u by
curly y,
curly y into dy. This is dy. So beta comes out to be what?
curly u by curly y,
curly by
What should
curly
I write
by.
down here? It should be negative, positive. What should be beta?
Negative, sir.
Negative, sir.
Negative. Now, what is the change in angle? What is the change in angle?
Sir, alpha plus.
Originally, it was pi by 2.
Yes, sir.
Now, what is the angle? Pi by 2
Minus
minus
alpha, sir.
alpha
Plus beta.
plus beta. Plus beta or minus beta?
My
Plus
Minus
beta or
beta
minus
है।
beta?
माइनस एनर्जी उस तरफ शिफ्ट हो गया सर।
minus.
माइनस आएगा ना,
यस सर।
Yes, sir.
क्योंकि एंगल बढ़ गया है।
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
तो यहाँ पे अब देखो क्या हुआ, ये माइनस बीटा यहाँ पे था, ऑटोमेटिकली
Yes, sir.
जब ये यहाँ जाएगा क्या हो जाएगा?
प्लस हो जाएगा सर।
प्लस हो जाएगा। हाँ जी, क्लियर है?
यस सर।
So this should be very clear in your mind that in case of angular deformation, whether it is this configuration or the other one, it will again come out to be this thing only, curly u by curly y plus curly v by curly x half. Any clear hai? And in case of angular velocity, what you have seen is omega z comes out to be what? Half what? Curly
V by
Curly v by curly x
minus
curly V by minus curly
minus
U by
curly
curly
u by
Y.
curly y.
curly u by curly.
Y.
Likewise, omega w, omega z. So quickly help me write down this quickly. What should I write down?
Curly v by curly z
Curly v by curly z
minus curly w by curly y.
and here
Curly x आएगा।
curly x, curly y, here v, here
यू
u. Sorry, we should have written down here
x
X.
x. Wait for a second. Curly x. So here should be. So what should be here now?
वाई सर।
Curly x. So curly y, curly z.
सर
Here w, here
w
v.
वी
ठीक है? But vorticity is defined as what? So please
Sir,
remember
Sir,
omega
second case,
vector.
sir,
second case
second
में-
case.
वहाँ पे
Second
x आएगा
case.
नीचे
नहीं नहीं,
negative.
omega vector is what? Omega x I, omega j, sorry, omega y j plus omega z k.
K.
What about vorticity vector? This is always 2 times
Omega.
omega. And that's why we only have zeta x is equal to what? Or zeta z is equal to what? This term only without half sign.
यस
Zeta y is equal to this without half sign. And zeta x is
Yes,
equal to this term. Now you got it clear? How
Yes,
zeta
sir.
and omega are related? And you clear hai?
Yes, sir.
So when
Yes,
we
sir.
say flow is irrotational, we simply say what? Zeta is equal to
जीरो
a null
Zero.
vector, and zeta is defined as
Del cross V.
del cross v is equal to 0 vector. But vorticity is what? Half zeta or half
Del cross V.
del cross v. So these things should be very clear, and you should not confuse this and should not be worried why this is half sign. Now you know why there is a half sign here, because this thing includes only all the terms without a half sign. So this curl of a velocity field is defined as the vorticity vector, not the omega. Although it does not make any sense, because if this is 0, it means this is 0. Half cannot be 0. So it is as simple as stating this or this. It means the same thing. And is that clear? Any doubts to anyone? So we have been doing the approximate solution of Navier-Stokes equation, and we have discussed the case of irrotational region of flow. And in case of irrotational region of flow, we have identified that there are 4 things which can cause the fluid element to rotate. These were the 4 things. And we have also defined the vorticity vector and seen how it is different from angular deformation and how it is similar to angular velocity. And is that clear? Any doubts to anyone? Pulkit,
No, sir.
Sayyed,
No, sir.
Jolin.
No, sir.
So Jolin, you keep on entering and exiting the meeting. What is the reason?
Sir, actually, I have been connected by LAN connection, so there is actually a problem going on here.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
yes, sir.
Abhishek,
No, sir.
clear?
Yes, sir.
I'm coming to the tutorial part. So how many of you solved the entire tutorial?
तो पहले 3 हो गए, 4th रहता है।
पहले 3 हो चुके हैं।
Yes.
I think and I think there was a comment on the tutorial number 3 regarding the answer. I think Pulkit, you have asked that query.
Yes, sir.
So I have already clarified that in the earlier lectures also, that the numeric value given in the tutorial sheet is incorrect. So don't go by that incorrect value of the final answer. I think conceptually I have made it clear that how to solve that question.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And likewise, I discovered that in question number 3 also there was in question number 2, this part will not be there. So this is incorrect answer in question number 2 as far as the answer is concerned. So how many of you solved question number 2? How many of you solved question number 2?
सर क्वेश्चन नंबर 2 हमने सर वेलोसिटी तक ही निकाला सर मैंने।
वेलोसिटी आपकी ये आ रही है कि ये टर्म भी आ रही है?
सर आ रही है टर्म तो।
सर ये टर्म आ रही है।
डेल्टा पी अपॉन डेल एक्स को नेगलेक्ट नहीं किया ना हमने, इसीलिए वो टर्म आ रही है।
अच्छा, कर्ली पीटी बाय कर्ली एक्स को हमने अगर 0 पुट कर दोगे तो ये टर्म नहीं आएगी।
यस सर।
अगर नॉन 0 पुट करोगे तो
ये वाली आएगी,
ये दोनों आ जाएंगी। So
Yes,
what do you think is the reason why you are
Sir,
getting? What does this physically mean? If curly pt by curly x is 0, what does that mean physically? We discussed this in
एक्स डायरेक्शन में मोशन
No,
नहीं हो रहा है।
no pressure gradient, so no flow.
सर हमें
Flow
शेयर
is
फोर्स
still
मिल रहा है ना।
happening because you have still velocity. What is the reason? Say if you have a pipe and there is a pump here, and if I switch off the pump, will the fluid flow?
Yes, sir.
Why?
The pressure difference.
They say there is a horizontal pipe and the pump was on, the fluid was going from A to B with some velocity V. My question is, if I suddenly switch off the pump, after some time, what will you see? The fluid is stagnant.
Yes, sir.
Yes sir।
So fluid velocity will come to 0.
Yes, sir.
Why this has happened?
Because the pressure difference at A and B equal.
कोई ग्रेडियंट नहीं है सर जो उसको फ्लो कराए।
हाँ, pressure difference at A and B is
Equal, sir.
equal.
Zero.
Yeah, zero.
That
pressure
is
difference,
dp by
zero.
dx is equal to 0.
Zero.
So from A to B, from the fluid, for the fluid to flow from A to B, dp by dx should be positive, negative, or 0. dp by dx should be positive,
Positive, sir.
negative. We have identified should not be equal to 0 if the fluid is to flow.
Yes,
It
sir.
should be positive or negative.
Positive or
Positive.
The
Positive.
fluid is to flow in right direction.
Yes, sir.
Positive or
Positive.
negative?
Negative. Negative.
It is dp by dx. dp by dx means pb minus
PA.
pa upon xp minus
X.
xa.
X there.
Where is pressure higher?
Yes, sir.
A. So dp by dx should be a negative term.
Negative term.
But what is happening in this question number 2? If I assume curly pt by curly x equal to 0, what does that mean? I have no pressure gradient due to which fluid might have flown. Then why I am getting non-zero velocity? Hanji. Then why I am getting non-zero velocity? Chirag.
वो प्लेट मूव कर रही है उसकी वजह से.
Hanji. So you are correct. The plate is moving. So due to movement of plate, there is some fluid motion. And you are able to see here at y is equal to 0. Again, the no slip boundary condition is there. So velocity is 0. So the velocity profile looks somewhat like what? So how will the velocity profile look like in this case? Linear?
Yes, sir.
Because you are seeing Vy upon h. So that is a linear equation. So if this velocity was not moving, then how will the flow field look like? How will the velocity profile look like?
Parabolic.
Parabolic. So this is when the plates are stationary, but there is dp by dx is what? A negative number.
Yes, sir.
But if the top plate is moving and dp by dx is 0, then the fluid profile will look somewhat like this. Like this. Here it was something like this. Now in case of both of them, what will happen? You will simply add these two and you will get a complicated graph that is neither parabolic nor linear. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So please be careful. Although in this question, it was explicitly written that there is no applied pressure other than the hydrostatic pressure due to gravity. So even if there is no pressure, the only way the fluid could still move is that one of the plates itself or the boundary itself is moving. Then by no slip, the fluid will move. Any doubts?
तो सर इसमें डेल बाय डेल एक्स को क्या ले सकते, जीरो ही लेंगे सर?
किस केस में?
सर जैसे मूविंग प्लेट में सर केवल प्लेट मूव हो रही है।
अगर यहाँ पे देखो ये क्वेश्चन में अगर लिखा हुआ है देयर इज नो
अप्लाइड प्रेशर
ग्रेडियंट, अगर वो क्वेश्चन में बोल देते हैं कि dp by dx इज नॉट इक्वल टू 0, तब तो ये टर्म भी आएगी इसमें। उस केस में ये टर्म भी आएगी, अदरवाइज ये टर्म 0 हो जाएगी।
ओके सर।
हाँ जी, क्लियर है? क्वेश्चन नंबर 3, हाउ मेनी ऑफ यू सॉल्व दिस?
तो सेकंड में एक शियर फोर्स भी निकालना है, शियर फोर्स पर यूनिट एरिया।
अच्छा ठीक है,
तो सर वो नेवियर इक्वेशन लगा के निकाल सकते हैं ना, बॉडी फोर्स प्लस शियर फोर्स इक्वल टू कंट्रोल वॉल्यूम प्लस।
हाँ तो इसमें निकालना है क्या, एक सेकंड, कैलकुलेट द वेलोसिटी एंड प्रेशर फील्ड एंड एस्टिमेट द शियर फोर्स पर यूनिट एक्टिंग ऑन द बॉटम प्लेट। तो यू पता है आपको, तो कैसे निकालोगे बॉटम प्लेट पे शियर स्ट्रेस किसके बराबर होगी?
यू रो वी डॉट डीए।
तो आपको पता है टॉ एक्स वाई किसके बराबर होती है? हाफ curly u by
curly x
curly u by curly y
y
plus curly v by
plus
curly x. And clear
yes
है?
sir.
And there's a mu also. So this was for EXY dot. So you know that if this is a Newtonian fluid, so is it mentioned in the question it is Newtonian or non-Newtonian?
Yes,
Newtonian.
Newtonian.
So you could say tau xy is equal to mu times.
Dou v by dou x plus dou u by dou y.
No, what did we do? I think we did something else. Tau ij was equal to what, if you remember? PT minus PT delta ij plus
Yes.
2 mu
2 mu
ij epsilon dot plus lambda
lambda delta.
delta dot. So this is
Yes.
incompressible. So this term goes to 0.
Yes sir.
What else? This term will go to 0 because
Minus
I is
no
not
press.
equal to j.
Yes sir.
So you are left with 2 mu times half curly u by curly y plus curly v by curly x. And you know that curly v by curly x is 0.
Yes, sir.
Curly v by curly x is 0 or not?
Yes, sir.
Curly u by curly x is equal to 0. Yes sir.
Curly v by curly x.
Curly v by curly x.
This is 0 because v
Yes,
is
sir.
0.
Yes sir.
So you get mu times curly u by curly y. That is a simple case of your Newton's law of viscosity.
Yes sir.
So it becomes mu times v upon h.
Yes sir.
Is that clear? You will simply take a derivative of u with respect to y.
सर इसमें हम नेवियर इक्वेशन से नहीं कर सकते?
नेवियर से कैसे बताओ आप?
सर जैसे
नेवियर तो लगाई है हमने.
सर जैसे shear force plus body force equal to integration over control volume del by del t rho u.
अच्छा आप ऐसे कह रहे हो, ठीक है, आप ऐसे कह रहे हो सरफेस फोर्स प्लस बॉडी फोर्स. आप इसको किस डायरेक्शन में लोगे? एक्स डायरेक्शन में.
X डायरेक्शन में.
तो इसको आप ऐसे कर लोगे करली रो यू बाय करली टी प्लस v डॉट डेल रो यू.
Yes sir.
यही कह रहे हो आप?
Yes sir.
तो ऐसे भी कर सकते हो.
सर इससे तो रो u स्क्वायर आएगा ना?
रो यू स्क्वायर आ रहा है.
सर u रो v डॉट da आएगा ना इसमें?
अच्छा तो सरफेस फोर्स है यहाँ पे.
यस सर.
तो इसको क्या लिखोगे आप? इसको क्या लिखोगे? टॉ, अगर आपको याद हो आप ऐसे कुछ लिखते थे इसको, करली टॉ एक्स वाई अपॉन करली एक्स. यही था, इस तरह से ही था. दिस विल बी इक्वल टू, अब आप ये कह रहे हैं तो यहाँ पे हो जाएगा आपका, एक सेकेंड, ऐसे होता था, रुको एक सेकेंड. तो ये होता था, ये हो जाएगा रो बाहर करली यू बाय करली टी प्लस यू करली यू बाय करली एक्स प्लस वी करली यू बाय करली वाई प्लस डब्ल्यू करली यू बाय करली जेड. आप यही कह रहे हो? ऐसे होगा? हाँ जी. इज इट करेक्ट नाउ?
यस सर करेक्ट है.
यहाँ पे ऐसे आएगा ना?
मैंने कुछ गलत कर दिया था. करेक्ट है.
ये आप समझ गए, ये ऐसे आएगा.
यस
आपको याद होगा बॉडी जो सरफेस फोर्स थी वो ऐसे थी कि एक तो टॉ एक्स वाई थी एक जगह और दूसरी जगह करली टॉ एक्स वाई बाय करली एक्स इंटू जो भी था.
यस
हम
सर.
इसको एरिया से भी मल्टीप्लाई कर देते थे. तो यहाँ पे भी डीवी इंटीग्रल होता था, वो डीवी डीवी कट जाता था, तो मैंने dx dy dz काट दिए, यहाँ पे कुछ रह जाएगा. So it is not the shear stress is equal to this. It is the derivative term of shear stress equals to this. Any clear है?
Yes sir.
Any other doubts in question number 2? Now come to question number 3. So I have already given you a hint. How many of you were able to solve this? Question number 3.
वेलोसिटी आ गई
सर वेलोसिटी आई है बस।
तो ये वेलोसिटी निकालनी थी कि वॉल्यूम फ्लो रेट निकालना था? वेलोसिटी क्या है आपकी?
सर इसमें एक एवरेज वेलोसिटी निकालनी थी एक्चुअली सर।
Okay, so how did you proceed? Can you help me to find out how did you proceed?
सर पहले कंटिन्यूटी इक्वेशन लगाई।
ठीक है, तो I think you might have made something like this. This is inclination. So this is x, this is y, and fluid is flowing along this direction.
यस सर।
So now you apply continuity equation in x direction. Continuity, so you get curly. So it is
del u by del x 0 आ जाएगा सर।
okay, curly u by curly x plus curly v by curly y plus curly w by curly z, curly rho by curly t. This is equal to 0. So this is steady state. What else?
सर
v0
There is no v
W0.
velocity and no w velocity. So curly u by curly x is coming out to be 0. What else? What else?
Navier Stokes in x direction.
Navier Stokes in x direction. So what do you get in? Say I'm writing down here. What should I write down? Curly minus curly pt by curly
x
plus
del by del x mu plus lambda
curly square u by curly x square, curly y square, curly z square
प्लस रो बी एक्स
plus rho bx is equal to
रो
curly rho u by
कर्ली टी
plus
यू डेल यू बाय डेल एक्स कर्ली यू बाय कर्ली
u
एक्स
curly
del
u
u
by curly x
प्लस वी
v curly u by curly y and w
Plus
curly u
W.
by curly z.
z
So which terms are 0 here? Which terms are 0?
pressure with respect to x.
Pressure with respect to x. Okay. Then how is the fluid flow happening?
Under gravity force.
Under the action
सर
of
ग्रेविटी
gravity force. Okay. So there is. So what will be Vx here?
जी
G sin theta.
जी साइन
G sin
जी
theta.
साइन थीटा
G sin theta. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So you are putting this equal to 0.
Yes, sir.
And curly u by curly x is already 0. So this term goes to 0.
Yes sir.
And
Z
u is
direction
leaning in
0.
y direction.
Yes sir.
So this is non-zero. This is
Ye
0.
0.
This is steady.
Distance 0.
This is 0. What about v is 0? So this term
Yes,
goes
sir.
to 0. This term also goes to 0. So what are you left with? Mu
Mu del u square by del y square
plus.
plus rho g sin theta equal to 0.
Okay. What about y momentum equation? What is curly pt by curly y? What about y momentum equation?
0.
So this is mu curly square v by curly x square plus curly square v by curly y square plus curly square v by curly z square. So I think v is 0 already. So these three terms are 0. What about curly pt by curly y? Curly pt by curly y. Is this 0 or non-zero?
0 sir.
0. What about rho by? What will be by?
G.
What
G
will
cos
be
theta,
by?
sir. G cos theta, sir.
This is G.
Sine
I think you have said what was the angle? This is
theta.
so this was I think
सर थीटा हॉरिजॉन्टल से है सर.
okay. Sorry, theta is with the horizontal. So this is 90 minus theta.
Yes, sir.
Yes sir.
So what about this direction?
G cos theta.
G cos theta.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is rho G cos theta. Any other term? Any other term? So here it is, this will be rho V by curly T. So this term goes to 0 due to steady state. So then U curly V by curly. So all the terms will be 0. So how did you solve this equation then?
सर y में नहीं x में सॉल्व करने से वेलोसिटी आ जाएगी ना. सिर्फ नेवियर-स्टोक्स x में लगाएंगे तो वेलोसिटी आ जाएगी.
Okay. Nee,
Y
what
में
about curly rho by curly y? Will this be 0 or non-zero? Will this be 0 or non-zero?
नॉन जीरो होना चाहिए सर, फिर नहीं तो रो जी cos थीटा जीरो नहीं हो सकता ना.
Why? So it is non-zero. Why? You are saying it is non-zero. Why? You are saying it
Equation
is non-zero. Why?
सर इक्वेशन में देखें तो लग रहा है, फिजिकली नहीं पता.
कि फ्लूइड में आप देखो कर्ली पीटी बाय कर्ली वाई इस डायरेक्शन में प्रेशर वेरी करेगा कि नहीं करेगा? इस डायरेक्शन में अगर ग्लास ऐसे रखूं मैं आपसे पूछूं दिस इज पॉइंट ए, दिस इज पॉइंट बी, pressure at A and B are different or same?
Different sir.
Different. So there is some non-zero pressure gradient along y direction.
Right sir, right. Non-zero होना चाहिए.
It should be non-zero because although please remember when there is pressure gradient, the fluid should flow. That is our intuition. But in case
Yes,
of a stationary fluid, there is always a pressure gradient in y direction.
Yes sir.
So that is what it is responsible for, hydrostatic pressure.
Yes sir, hydrostatic pressure.
That is not actually resulting in some kind of motion. Is that clear?
Yes sir.
So this is y curly pt by curly y is non-zero, and we have this rho g cos theta term. This then becomes equal to 0. So you have two equations. So by solving quickly, what do you get? What do you get? Anji. What do you get by solving these two equations?
सर u आ गया हमारा रो जी साइन थीटा अपॉन म्यू.
UG?
सर u हमारा जो वेलोसिटी आई है इसकी.
तो इसमें आप पहले वो नहीं लगाओगे आप?
सर इंटीग्रेट करने के बाद बता रहा हूँ सर.
अच्छा क्या आ रहा है? U कितना आ रहा है?
रो जी साइन थीटा अपॉन म्यू.
ओके.
ब्रैकेट में एच वाई माइनस वाई स्क्वायर बाई टू.
HY
माइनस वाई स्क्वायर बाई टू.
okay. So I think in the answer, what is the answer of it? This is not given to you?
सर वो एवरेज वेलोसिटी बोला है एक्चुअली, ये सबसे वेलोसिटी निकली हमारी.
Okay. You have not been given the velocity. So I will confirm the velocity. Wait for a second. So your velocity is coming out to be. So velocity is same what rho g sine theta by mu hy minus y square by 2.
Yes sir.
So what is the next step then? How will you find out the flow rate or the shear stress?
सर फ्लो रेट के लिए q इज इक्वल टू a इंटू वेलोसिटी कर सकते हैं.
हाँ तो आप
q
क्या
इंटू
करोगे?
एरिया, q इंटू सॉरी q इज इक्वल टू एरिया इंटू वेलोसिटी.
u into area कर सकते हैं आप. तो आपके पास u is given to you. So what is the area through which it is flowing?
एरियाज में हम लोग ये नीचे वाला सर जो स्टेशनरी प्लेट है उसका लेंगे सर।
ये एरिया से फ्लो हो रहा है,
लेंगे।
इसका अगर मैं क्रॉस सेक्शन बनाऊं, क्रॉस सेक्शन कैसा दिखेगा? कुछ इस तरह से।
रेक्टेंगल, यस सर।
तो इसमें ये एक तो होगी और एक इसके परपेंडिकुलर होगी। हाँ जी, क्लियर है? So what should I write down? Q equal. Q equals to what? Y. Q is equal to U into
U into
dA.
DA, yes sir.
What is dA?
So DA is equal to
B into dy.
B into
B into dy, yes sir. Yes sir.
dy. And y varying from 0 to
H.
h. So you know U. U is a
Yes,
function
sir.
of y. You can simply integrate and you can get the value of Q.
तो सर एवरेज वेलोसिटी के लिए मतलब क्या करेंगे?
एवरेज वेलोसिटी के लिए मतलब?
सर इसमें एक पूछा है ना कि एवरेज वेलोसिटी निकालनी है आपको।
ठीक है, तो एवरेज कैसे निकालोगे? मान लो UDA पता है आपको, तो वो Q आ गया।
यस सर।
एवरेज वेलोसिटी क्या हो जाएगी?
Q by A।
Q बाई। हाँ जी, क्लियर है? इज दैट क्लियर?
सर ये कैसे हुआ सर?
यस सर।
नहीं, देखो ये आपके पास Q है,
यस सर।
ठीक है। Q इज UDA इंटीग्रल। अब यहां से Q निकल के आ गया, फ्लो रेट आ गया। जैसे ये पाइप में
Yes.
से फ्लो कर रहा है, इसमें
Yes,
से
sir.
फ्लो रेट निकल के आ गया Q। ये बाल्टी इतनी भर रही है।
यस सर।
अब मैं पूछूं आपको, ये डायमीटर मुझे पता है पाइप का, एरिया A।
यस।
तो आपको मैं पूछूं कितनी एवरेज वेलोसिटी से पानी बाहर आ रहा है, तो आप क्या करोगे?
Q by A, यस सर।
Q बाई। क्लियर है?
यस सर।
एनी अदर डाउट इन दिस क्वेश्चन?
सर इसमें हम शेयर स्ट्रेस मतलब वैसे ही निकालेंगे ना सर, जैसे इससे
हाँ,
पहले
वो
वाले
तो
में
करली
निकाला।
U बाय आप वो कर सकते हो आप। तो प्लीज रिमेंबर,
Okay.
ऑलवेज स्टार्ट विद दिस फॉर्मूला what we have also found, that is you simply compute using tau ij, and then whatever is the, so always remember this formula, that is the handy formula. So depending on which terms could be neglected, you can always compute the value of tau. and clear है? मान लीजिए कंप्रेसिबल फ्लूइड होता, then please don't use this formula. You will have, don't use the simple formula that is Newton law of viscosity. Then these terms will be non-zero.
Yes sir.
So in case of shear stress also, you will get these terms. So please bear that in mind. So it is incompressible, that is, this is coming out to be simple expression. What about question number 4? Any doubts? Any other doubts in question number 3? Anyone?
No sir.
What about question number 4?
सर क्वेश्चन नंबर 4 में सर इसमें स्टार्टिंग में अगर हम वो लगाएंगे सर कंटिन्यूटी इक्वेशन,
हाँ,
तो उसमें हम निग्लेक्ट क्या सर, मतलब निग्लेक्शन का मतलब समझ नहीं आ रहा इसमें मुझे।
मतलब क्या निग्लेक्ट करोगे?
हाँ
अच्छा, तो हम इसमें पहले इसमें कोऑर्डिनेट सिस्टम बनेगा कैसे? एक तो फ्लूइड यहाँ से फ्लो कर रहा है, तो इसको मैं सिंप्लीफाइड वे में कर दूं। अगर ये आपके पास मान लीजिए ये फ्लूइड फ्लो कर रहा है ऐसे, ठीक है, ये वॉल है और वॉल में से फ्लूइड फ्लो कर रहा है। तो मैं इसको थोड़ा एग्जैजरेट कर देता हूँ ताकि हम इसको एनालाइज कर पाए। तो ये मैंने ऐसे कर दिया, मान लीजिए ये फ्लूइड फ्लो कर रहा है इन वर्टिकल डाउनवर्ड डायरेक्शन। तो आप ऐसे ले सकते हैं, इसमें भी डायरेक्शन। इसमें कोऑर्डिनेट सिस्टम कैसे लेना चाहोगे आप? मान लीजिए एक ये ले लोगे कोऑर्डिनेट और एक
डाउनवर्ड
ये ले
में।
लोगे, जैसे मर्जी करो, इसको x ले लो, इसको y ले लो, या इसको x या इसको y, आपकी मर्जी है। अब आप कॉन्टिन्यूटी इक्वेशन लगाना चाह रहे हैं, तो x में u कंपोनेंट होता है, तो मैं ऐसे लगा रहा हूँ करली रो बाय करली t प्लस करली u बाय करली x प्लस करली u बाय करली y, करली v बाय करली y प्लस करली w बाय करली z।
तो सर इसमें
तो फ्लूइड में
वा-
वेलोसिटी किस डायरेक्शन में है?
y और z तो 0 हो जाएगा सर, सिर्फ
तो
x
zero-
डायरेक्शन में। यस सर,
तो सिर्फ किस डायरेक्शन में है? x डायरेक्शन।
x डायरेक्शन में।
So it turns out that it should be curly u by curly x is equal to
0। सर इसमें इनकम्प्रेसिबल दिया नहीं है, तो हम इसमें assumption मान ले इसको।
हाँ, ये माननी पड़ेगी, क्योंकि
Okay.
it is I think नहीं, very viscous Newtonian fluid liquid, very viscous Newtonian liquid, so liquids most probably are incompressible only.
Okay sir।
So very viscous Newtonian liquid. So please remember, they have been very particular about mentioning that the fluid is Newtonian. Had in the question somewhere written non-Newtonian, then how will you proceed? Then what do you require? What will be your starting point? If instead of Newtonian fluid you were given non-Newtonian fluid, then how will you start?
Navier's equation.
You will start with the Navier's equation, and then you will ask in the question that how are they related to each other. So then shear will not be equal to what we have defined or the stresses. जैसे एग्जांपल आपको याद होगा, अगर आपने फ्लूइड मैकेनिक्स में पढ़ा होगा, आप ऐसे कुछ किया करते थे, a प्लस b, अगर आपको याद हो, आप कुछ ऐसे करते थे फ्लूइड मैकेनिक्स में कुछ।
यस सर।
उसमें वो बिंगम प्लास्टिक होता था कुछ।
यस सर, यस
यस सर।
अलग अलग इक्वेशंस होती थी, बिंगम थिक्सोट्रोपिक होती थी।
उसमें फिर आपको जो फ्लूइड है उसके हिसाब से ये इक्वेशन देखनी पड़ेगी पहले।
यस सर।
एंड देन योर इक्वेशन विल स्टार्ट। तो नेवियर इक्वेशन में ये पुट करके आपकी एक और इक्वेशन आ जाएगी, एंड दैट विल फॉर्म द बेसिक इक्वेशन फॉर दैट पर्टिकुलर प्रॉब्लम। एंड क्लियर है?
यस सर।
यस सर।
So in this question, what is the other thing that curly u by curly x has equal to 0? अब x momentum लगाएं तो क्या होगा? What about x momentum? What about x momentum?
सर इसमें हम स्टडी मान के भी चले। स्टडी मान के भी चल रहा है।
स्टडी है, देख लीजिए आप, नहीं तो फिर आप स्टडी मानेंगे, स्टडी मान लेंगे, क्योंकि विद स्टडी तो आपको बहुत दिक्कत हो जाएगी।
यस सर।
तो क्या करेंगे अब आप?
एक्स डायरेक्शन का नेवियर स्टोक लिखेंगे।
हाँ।
उसके बाद और सर हमारा इसमें रो बी एक्स तो कंट्रीब्यूट करेगा क्योंकि एक्स डायरेक्शन में जा रहा है।
तो इसमें मैं अब पूछूं आपको, माइनस करली पी टी बाय करली एक्स, ये कुछ होगा?
यस सर।
आपने पिछले केस में तो उसको 0 किया था शायद, कि नहीं किया था?
नो सर, ये ऐसा कर रहा था पहले पिछले वाले केस में।
उसमें क्यों 0 किया था आपने?
इसलिए किया था
डिफरेंस
सर
नहीं था सर।
ग्रेविटी फोर्स की वजह से अज्यूम कर लिया था कि मोशन हो रहा है।
हाँ, तो इसमें भी तो ग्रेविटी फोर्स ही लग रही।
यस सर।
यस सर, इसमें भी 0 मान।
ठीक है ना? जो जैसे आप खुद भी सोच के देखो, अगर कोई इंक्लाइंड प्लेन है या कोई हॉरिजॉन्टल प्लेन है, सॉरी, या कोई वर्टिकल प्लेन है, उसके यहां पे और यहां पे प्रेशर क्या है? चलो इसका बताओ, यहां पे प्रेशर क्या है? अभी यहां पे, यहां तक ही पहुंचा लिक्विड, तो यहां पे प्रेशर क्या लग रहा है? इस पे क्या प्रेशर लग रहा है? एटमॉस्फेरिक।
यस सर।
तो अगर ये कांस्टेंट वेलोसिटी से आ रहा है, ठीक है, या आप मुझे बताइए कि इसमें भी, इसके अंदर भी क्या होगा? P एटमॉस्फेयर के बराबर होना चाहिए, मतलब P गेज 0 होना चाहिए. There is no applied pressure gradient. The pressure is the movement, the fluid velocity is only due to gravity. So curly Pt by curly x should be 0. So what else are you left with? So I'm writing down here curly Pt by curly x plus what was the other term? Mu curly square u by curly x
Y
square,
square. Yes, x square.
y square, z square plus any other term rho b.
Rho b x. तो
Rho
हमारे
b
यहाँ
x.
g
हाँ, ये
हो
g हो
जाएगा।
जाएगी. इसको रो बी एक्स को मुझे माइनस जी लिखना चाहिए था पहले वाले में भी, तो ये यहाँ माइनस में आएगा ना. ये इज इक्वल टू करली रो बाय करली टी प्लस यू करली यू बाय करली एक्स प्लस वी करली यू बाय करली वाई प्लस डब्ल्यू करली यू बाय करली जेड. So this term we have noted equal to 0. There is no variation of u, there is variation of what we have noted from continuity equation.
Del u by del x equal to 0 है हमारे
So it means curly square u by curly x square is
0.
0. This
और
is 0. What about this?
तो ये रहेगा सर.
ये रहेगा. But what will happen, because u is now only function of y.
Y.
So I can write down this as d square u by
d square
dy square. What about rho bx? Bx will be replaced with
माइनस
g.
g से रिप्लेस करेंगे सर, x की डायरेक्शन और g की डायरेक्शन
Oh,
सेम
sorry, हाँ, it will be positive because we have taken x as negative, मतलब x positive in negative direction. हमारा ये x की डायरेक्शन है तो ये पॉजिटिव ही रहेगा.
yes
प्लस g. Okay. Then what about this? This is 0 steady state. This already 0. V is 0. W is 0. So what are we left with? Mu d square u by dy square plus rho g is equal to 0. This is the x momentum equation. What about y momentum? What about y momentum now? Now let me know whether curly pt by curly y is 0 or non-zero. Curly pt by curly y is 0 or non-zero?
0 सर इसका.
0 होगा सर.
0 होगा क्योंकि
सर कि y डायरेक्शन में सर सब
यहाँ पे यहाँ ये वही हो गया ना, जैसे एग्जांपल में हाइड्रोस्टैटिक्स में हॉरिजॉन्टल.
यस सर, प्रेशर
Yes, sir.
तो यहाँ पे हर पॉइंट पे प्रेशर सेम है. So this is now 0. What else? Do you have
So
any body force in
sir.
y direction? No.
no sir.
What else? You don't have v also?
yes sir, v 0 है हमारे तो
Okay.
पूरा.
So
right
entire
hand
thing
side.
will go to 0.
yes sir.
So what do you get finally? You got this differential equation. This is a second order differential equation.
yes sir.
So how will you solve this?
So integrate करेंगे.
d square u by dy square plus rho g equal to 0. So you could say d square u by dy square plus rho g by mu is equal to 0. You integrate it twice.
yes
What
sir.
do you get? U
u equal to minus rho g mu upon y square by 2.
is equal to minus rho g mu upon
y square by 2.
y square by 2 plus c1 y plus
t2. सर अब बाउंड्री कंडीशन अप्लाई करेंगे सर.
So what are the boundary conditions?
सर हमारा
So I am drawing here again. So what is the
X is-
boundary condition?
x is equal to 0 पे y equal to 0 है.
X is equal, wait for a second, this was y, I think this is x.
X.
So at y equals 0,
u
yes sir, y equal to 0.
u0,
u 0. yes sir.
because this is no slip.
yes sir.
What else?
तो सर हमारे यहाँ इसमें पुट करेंगे तो c2 हमारा 0 हो जाएगा.
T2 0 आ गया इससे. What can you tell me another boundary condition here? Another boundary condition. What about y is equal to, say, this was, say, I don't know, this is h whatsoever. So what about y is equal to h? What is the velocity or anything defined here? This is a free surface.
Yes, sir.
Do you have any stress on free surface?
No, sir.
No. So what does that tell you?
Del u by del y
du
equal
by
to
dy
0.
at y is equal to
Y,
h
h
should be equal to 0.
0.
From there you will get the value of
C1.
C1. Is that clear? Any doubts to anyone?
So
Any
इसमें
doubts? Please ask me. We have literally solved all the questions here itself, but I want you to go back home, try on your own, starting from scratch. Although we have visited these questions in a greater detail, I want you to get some insight into it and then solve on your own without copying anything. Any doubts to anyone in these 4 questions? Any doubts? Any doubts in any topic? Otherwise, we will break for today and we will continue with the approximate solution to Navier-Stokes equation in the next lecture. Do you have any queries? Please ask.
No, sir.
सर फोर्थ के आंसर में सर 2ya कैसे आ रहा है सर इसमें?
2ya आ रहा है, हमारा क्या आ रहा था? एक सेकंड रुको।
सर मैंने अगर इन दोनों का C1 और C2 को इसमें पुट कर दे सर।
हाँ, तो एक सेकंड, ये a क्या चीज है? ये h a है इसमें?
ये सर आई थिंक इसमें h को a माना है सर।
अच्छा, a मान लिया, हम करके देख लेते हैं। तो du by dy क्या हो जाएगा? माइनस रो जी y अपॉन म्यू प्लस C1
यस सर।
इज इक्वल टू 0। तो C1 किसके बराबर आ गया? एंड y क्या है? a।
तो रो जी h बाय म्यू आ जाएगा सर।
रो जी a बाय म्यू, सॉरी
a, यस सर, a बाय म्यू
आ गया a, ठीक है ना?
ये ओके सर।
तो a y तभी आ रहा है। आप ये भी तो देखो ना कि वहां पे स्क्वायर है, तो उसकी डायमेंशन सेम रखने के लिए y के साथ कुछ ना कुछ तो मल्टीप्लाई होगा, कोई लेंथ स्केल,
यस
ठीक है ना? सो दैट्स व्हाई यू हैव अ a here. Any doubts to anyone? Otherwise, I will break for today. Then we will continue with approximate solution to Navier-Stokes equation in the next lecture. Should I break, or there is any doubt? Please ask me if there is any doubt.
नो सर।
Okay then. I am ending the meeting now.
थैंक यू।
Okay.